Hey guys, here's number 3 on the case of Jeffrey MacDonald. This case is already not making any sense, is it? Who on earth would feel so compelled to commit such heinous crimes as were committed against Collette and her daughters? Let's continue with MacDonald's version of events. He said that the evening before, because remember he called for help at 3:42 a.m. on February 17th of 1970. Well, MacDonald says that on the evening of February 16th, that little Kimberly, Kristen, the 2-year-old, Kristen had been in bed with Collette, and she had wet the bed on the side that Jeffrey MacDonald normally slept on. So instead of going to bed, he decided to sleep on the couch. He said he had been reading before he fell asleep, and that all of a sudden, in the middle of the night, he heard Collette and Kimberly both screaming. He said that as he started to get up off the couch, that he was attacked by 3 male intruders. And he said there was a 4th person there also, a white female, wearing a floppy hat. And I think she also had a wig on, a blonde wig. And I think she was also wearing go-go boots. If not go-go boots, then she was wearing like a tall leather boot. That's what people wore back then, even in the summer. No kidding. But this was in February, so that would make sense too. According to Jeffrey MacDonald, the woman stood there holding a candle and chanting, "Acid is groovy, kill the pigs." He said that he was attacked with a club and an ice pick. But remember how many injuries his wife and his children had compared to his own. He said that they pulled his pajama top up over his head, and then he used the pajama top to ward off the attack with the ice pick. Really? And then he said that he was finally knocked unconscious. There's some interesting details about this version of events, because if he had 3 guys attacking him in the living room, then it kind of seems to me that a Green Beret would have given them a good run for their money, right? And it kind of seems to me that the living room would have been in shambles by the time 3 guys got finished beating him up or attacking him with an ice pick. But take a look at the date, February 17th, the evening of February 16th. Okay, so just a few hours evidently after he fell asleep on the couch on the 16th, he woke up to hearing his wife and his daughter scream. That's just a couple of days after Valentine's Day. And Collette had given her husband a beautiful Valentine's Day card. And that card was on display in the living room. And that card was never knocked over. I know there are some people who think that Jeffrey MacDonald is innocent. And hey, maybe he is. Maybe there'll be some sort of new evidence at some point in the future that'll prove that he's innocent. But I don't think he's innocent. And to me, when I read about that card that was still standing up, just a greeting card standing up that did not get knocked over during the struggle, then to me, that just confirmed it. And I know that's a silly little detail, but that little detail matters. The investigators, the CID, didn't believe him. They didn't believe his version of events. And as they looked at the physical evidence, they said that it did not support the story that he told. The only signs of struggle in the living room that they found was an overturned coffee table. Kind of reminds you again of Darlie Routier's case, right? They had their coffee table laying on its side, and then the little centerpiece was carefully placed without any damage to it at all. So what do you think? In our next video, we're going to dig into the suspects that Jeffrey MacDonald, I think, believes actually killed his wife and children. Or that's his story anyway. There's one in particular who is very interesting. Her name is Helena. She's the floppy hat one with the wig and the boots. She was actually an informant for the police. She was a big-time druggie and one of their best informants ever. So we'll pick up right where we're leaving off. See you at number 4.